WWE Raw after WrestleMania kicks off with Cody Rhodes coming out, and he has a good promo talking about his father, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, and why he wants to and will become WWE Champion. Then Seth Rollins comes out and Seth and Cody shake hands. Naomi and Sasha Banks versus Rio Ripley and Liv Morgan, and Banks and Sasha win with their tag team finisher. Kevin Owens comes out and talks about underestimating Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania. Then Elias comes out and says, "I'm not Elias, I'm Elias' younger brother Ezekial." And Owens says, "I hate liars," and gives Ezekiel a 10-second countdown and then leaves the ring. Dominic Mysterio with his dad Ray in his corner versus The Miz, and Miz wins with his dogbuster. Then Veer makes his debut and attacks Dominic and Ray. Bianca Belair comes out with a black eye and says she's ready to fight any woman and doesn't want to let go of the championship again. Dolph Ziggler with Robert Roode in his corner versus Bron Breakker for the NXT Championship, and Bron wins at a power slam, new champion. MVP brings out Bobby Lashley, and Lashley talks about beating Omos at WrestleMania. Then Omos comes out and MVP attacks Lashley from behind, and Omos drops Lashley. Zelina, Vega and Carmella come out, and Zelina says it's Carmella's fault they lost the tag team titles at WrestleMania, and Zelina says Corey Graves is dumb for being with Carmella, and Carmella says Zelina can be the flower girl at their wedding, and Zelina drops Carmella, and Corey helps Carmella up, and they start kissing. Randy Orton and Matt Riddle and Finn Balor versus Austin Theory and the Usos Jimmy and Jay, and Theory wins with an ATL on Balor. Edge comes out and brings out Damian Priest. The crowd calls themselves losers, and Edge says AJ should leave this alone now and think of his kids. Then AJ comes out, but Priest beats down AJ, and Edge hits a spear on AJ. The Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins versus Chad Gable and Otis in a Texas Tornado tag match, and Montez wins with a splash on Gable through a table. Roman Reigns comes out with the Usos and Paul Heyman, and Heyman talks about WWE making the most money while Reigns is on top of the company. Then Reigns says other people would hang their hat on this weekend, but we'll let you know what our next move is on SmackDown. We'll see you next week for the next Rush Draw review.